Sorry, kids. I forgot to hit the go live button on YouTube. I'm just staring at a picture of myself going, oh, talking here. All right. Welcome, students. I'm Mr. Galen. Welcome to week 2 of the Coding Club, Coding for Young Artists. I'm not really sure what I'm calling this. I like to think of this as a club because we've all got a lot of work. We've got a lot going on at home right now. And it's more of a time for us to gather, learn a bit about coding, maybe code ourselves, chat. So it's more of a club. It's very informal. Today, you can kind of see his head over my shoulder in the back. My son's with me. He's somewhere back there. He's in front of the whiteboard. He'll be joining me in a few minutes. His class is about to be over, so he's going to come join me and chat in a moment. Let me just make sure everyone's doing okay. Hi, Kayla. Hey, Justin. Welcome back, Oscar. Maybe your sister's joining us again. Okay. So, for week 2, we're going to learn some new things. We're going to learn about colors. We're going to learn about just making a few different shapes here and there. So let's take a look. Oh, before we get to that, I just want to say, so I was looking through, about half the students in all the 5th grade classes made an attempt at the work. So great job, everyone who at least created the code and gave it a shot. Great job to Aylin, Olivia, Ashley, Austin, Larissa, Kayla, Hisam, and Mu Cheng. I looked at your code. You guys all did great experimenting, trying things out, adding to the code. I love that you all added to the code there, which is really cool. Everyone else who gave it a shot, good job. Coding can be difficult. I know some of you are doing it on iPads or you're watching on your TV, and so it's kind of hard to follow along. Give it your best shot. You can learn coding by watching a little bit. You can learn a little bit of coding from watching a little bit. So whatever works for you at home for the Coding Club. Okay, so let's get to our lesson for the week. Boom, boom. Okay, week 2. Again, we're going to go over some vocab. We've got library, function, parameter, and bug. Last week, you guys probably had some bugs in your code. Actually, I know you did. So this week, we're going to talk a bit about bugs, and we're also going to add a couple new functions to our code. So we've got some code here. Import turtle, turtle.forward, turtle.left, import turtle, turtle.forward 100, turtle.left 90, turtle.backward 150, and turtle.right 75. So what does line number 1 do? The one that's bolded here. What does line number 1 do?
Mental.
That's right. If you were thinking line number 1 imports the turtle library, you're right. That tells our code, that tells our program that we're going to be using the turtle functions. Everything that starts with turtle, we need that. So we are going to use the turtle library here with import turtle. And we have to make sure we spell turtle right. We have to make sure that we use lowercase letters. It's the most important part of that line. So without that line, none of our code will work. Yeah. And so a library, so it tells us that we're using the turtle library. And again, a library is just a collection of coding tools that can be used by programmers. They usually have a theme. The libraries usually have a theme, like our turtle functions, where I mentioned last week. We have AI as a theme, or we have random numbers, or math is a theme for doing random numbers. Sorry, random is a theme for doing things that are random on a computer. AI, machine learning. There's a game one called Pygame, so you could do import Pygame and do game stuff. What is the name of the function on line number 3? What's the name of the function on line number 3? That's right. The name is turtle.forward. So forward, you could say forward or turtle.forward is the name of the function. what would be the value of the parameter on line number 4? So we know if we look at line number 4, the function's name is turtle.left, but what would the name of the parameter be? Or the value, sorry, not the name of the parameter, the value of the parameter. What is it? What's inside those parentheses? Because that is the parameter. That's right, it's 90. So the thing inside the parentheses is the parameter. There can be one parameter. There could be multiple parameters. Today we just have one though, and that's 90. Let's look for the bug here. Find the bug. Bugs are just things that are broken in our code, things that might not work. So is there a bug here? Import turtle, turtle.left, sorry, import turtle, turtle.forward 200, turtle.left 120, turtle.forward, turtle.left 120, turtle.forward 200, turtle.left 120. Anyone see a bug? Okay, let's test our code and see if there's a bug. Let me new REPL here, Python with turtles. Let's just see if there's a bug here. Oh, there is a bug. Let's see if you all can read that at home. Turtle type error. Forward takes exactly one positional argument. Line 5. Right here, it says there's a bug. So what would that bug be? That's right, it needs something inside that parenthesis. So we can put whatever we want to. We could put a 0 there if we wanted to. That will still work. If we put a 0 there, it won't move, but it'll still work. We could put a 100, we could put a 100 there. We have to put something inside that parentheses. So we were missing parentheses on, or we're missing the parameter on line 5. Find the bug. Is there a bug here? Import turtle, turtle.right 360, turtle.forward 75, turtle.left 360, turtle.backward 75. Is there a bug? They all have parameters this time, that's good. Is there a bug? That's right. Line 3. It has the opening parentheses, but it doesn't have the closing parentheses. So we have to add a closing parentheses. That is important. Your code always needs opening and closing parentheses. If you have an opening one, you need a closing one. They come in pairs. So you always have to have those there, coming in pairs. Let's take a look here. Turtle.left 145. Turtle.forward 60, turtle.right 20, turtle.forward 40. Is there a bug? Is there a bug? That's right. The code, my thing kind of gave it away here, but turtle is misspelled. If you misspell a word, our code will not know what to do. Computers are not smart. They rely on programmers to tell them what to do. So if we misspell turtle, it's not going to know what to do. Let's take a look. Let's see what it says here. Name Tuttle is not defined on line 4. We have a name error. So Tuttle is not defined on line 4. If we go to line 4 here, we can see, oh, Tuttle. Tuttle isn't a thing. We need to spell that correctly. So here's our code for today. We've got import turtle, turtle.pensize 8, turtle.speed 5, turtle.shape turtle. Then we have turtle pen color green, turtle circle 50, turtle left 72. And then we have turtle pen color pink, turtle circle 50, turtle left 72. Any ideas what this might do? What do you think this might do?
Sunday.
We have some new things here. We have pen size, speed, shape, pen color, and circle. We have 5 new functions today. Great job, Kayla, by the way, answering at home. I can't always check in on the chats in real time, but great job checking in. Love it. So we have pen size, speed, shape, pen color, and circle. 5 new functions today. Let's take a look at what they do. So pen size. Pen size changes the width of the turtle pen. So when our turtle draws, it has a width to it, and this can change the size. So we put in one parameter in here. So the function's called pen size or turtle.pen size, and it takes in one parameter. And that parameter is the width of the pen. So we can put 2, and over here next to there is an example of what a width of 2 would look like, or 8, a width of 8, or 14, a width of 14. You could do these up to 1,000, and it'll fill up your whole screen with a big, gigantic, it's like a big, gigantic marker, and it just draws the whole screen. Let me try that out. We're just going to do turtle. Let's do turtle dot forward 10. So we see that. Well, let's do a little more. Let's do 30 so we can see it a little bit better. So if we do turtle dot pen size and we do 5 here, it's going to make our pen a little wider. If we do 50, it'll make it wider. If we do 500, it fills up the whole screen. Let's go to 100. There we go. Let's go to 20. So it'll take whatever your pen size is and draw with that. And you can always change the pen size afterwards. Let's do pen size 30. Let's do it again. Toot toot. We can do that again. We can increase. Let me add some spaces here. We can increase our pen size to 50, and watch, it'll do a little bigger each time. Toot toot toot. All right. So we have pen size. We have speed. Speed changes how fast your turtle moves. So you can do turtle speed 2, and it'll go slow. Turtle speed 10, super fast. It doesn't really go much faster than 10. You can make it go faster, but you don't really notice it, especially on Replit. Replit doesn't have the processing power that your computer has. So since it's going through like Chrome or Safari, it goes a little slower. So speed 500 wouldn't really make a difference. All right. Now we have turtle.shape. This one, take note that the shape inside has to be in quotes. So you don't just write turtle, you have to write quotation mark turtle. So we have shape turtle, makes it look like a turtle. Circle makes it look like a circle. Triangle makes it look like a triangle. And square will make it look like a square. So this takes one parameter, and it will change the way it looks. Let's take a look. You done, Elo?
Yeah.
Let's get rid of pen size. You want to say hi to my students?
Oh, yeah. Hi.
I am in the middle of class, Elo, and this is a kind of important class because lots of kids watch this one. So you can hang out in the back, build some Legos or something. Okay. No robots right now. So when you do turtle.shape, you want to make sure you put it in quotes. Turtle, shape turtle. And so watch now, it'll make it look like a turtle. Or we could make it look like a circle or square. Sometimes it's fun to make it look like a turtle, which is why I showed this function. This function doesn't really have much of a purpose for today other than making things look more like turtles. And then we have pen color. So pen color, you can type in a color. It's got lots of colors, not just green, yellow, pink, and blue. These are just the colors that I put in for today. But you do turtle.pen color, and it takes one parameter, and that parameter you put has to be in quotes, quotation marks, so that it knows the color. So you can set the pen color and make it different colors. So here's what we're going to do today. We are going to go to Replit Student, and then we're going to go to week 2 or lesson 2, and then we're going to try to recreate this picture here. I'm going to walk you through how to do it anyway, but we can also do it together. So we're going to try to recreate this. Let me show you the code that we have. So if you're in Replit, you want to click on your name, and then you're going to go to Student. And then you're going to click on your class. And under Projects, you should have Week 2. And you click Week 2. I'm going to do this again on an iPad in just a moment. And here's the code I already got for you. So I already set the pen size and the speed and the shape. So I'll already do part of it for you. And now we just have to do the rest. So yeah, let's do this on the iPad. So we've already got 2 rings, and we need to create 5 rings. Basically, we're going to use the same code right here, these 3 lines, pen color, pink, with circle. And, oh, I never showed you guys circle today. Oh boy, that's a real problem. Well, we'll learn about circle now. How about that? So circle draws a circle. We learn about it more next week, but I don't know how these got out of order. That's weird. Okay. Let me load this up. Just give me a moment, students. Got a lot of computers on hand here. Let me log in, Mr. Galen. Okie doke. All right. So here we are again on the iPad. So we are going to go to Mr. Galen, or whatever your name is, and you're going to click Student. And then we're going to click on our class. repl.it/student. Okay. I'm going to go to week 2. All right. So we've got my code over here. And here's what we're going to do. To get another ring, like I said, coding seems hard at first, but it's a lot of copying code and just redoing code. And so we're going to add another color here. We're going to do pen color. And we have to have the parentheses. And let me see what the next color was in our assignment. The next color was yellow. So we have to make sure we put in the quotation marks. You can use double quotes or you can use single quotes. And you type in yellow. And then we're going to do another circle, turtle.circle. Whoops. Not a comma, a period. Turtle.circle. And this is the diameter of the circle, which is like, is it the diameter or is it the radius? I think it's the diameter. So we're going to put in 50. And then we're going to tell our turtle to turn left again. Turn left. 72 degrees. Let's zoom out. Let's run our code again. All right. We're 3/5 of the way there. We have 5 rings. So we're 3/5 of the way there. We have to do 2 more rings. Another way you can do this is, it's kind of hard for me to do on an iPad. Actually, it might even be impossible for me to do on an iPad, is you can copy and paste. Oh, there we go. So you can copy your code and paste it. If you wanted to, you could paste it again. And if you paste it, then you just have to change the color. So right now, if I paste that code and I run it, I'm going to have 2 pink circles. So I can always change this pink to the second pink to orange. Now, if you misspell orange, let's look what happens if you misspell orange. If you misspell orange, it's going to draw another yellow one. Because orange misspelled doesn't make sense, so the computer just sticks with yellow. So we have green, pink, yellow, orange. We can also, like if you mess up and you accidentally put 500 here, watch what happens. If you mess up the size, whoa, that's not what we wanted. You want to see? I'm just showing my students what happens if you mess up your code. Where did it even go? No, it's back. That was a really wide circle. Or if we mess up on the other side and we do 5, if we do a circle of 5, it's going to draw a really tiny circle. Whoa, it did a little spin. It did one of these. Whoa. Whoa. All right. So let's leave that at 50. And let's do our final circle. Turtle.penColor. Make sure you type it in properly, penColor. And again, you can use single quotes like this, or it's just the apostrophe, as you would call them in class, an apostrophe, or you can use double quotes, quotation marks. You just have to make sure that you pick the same one for both the opening and the closing. And the last color was blue. And then we're going to do circle, sorry, not circle, we're going to do turtle.circle 50. And we don't really have to turn left again at the end because it'll do it. It doesn't need to do it since it's the last one, but we're going to put in left anyway. Let's take a look. And now we have a nice little flower there. Notice that it draws the colors. So the blue is drawn on top of all the other colors because it comes last. And the green one is first, so it's underneath all the other ones. So these are like the layers. How's everyone doing at home on this? Justin, Kayla, I know you both are in the chat. You doing okay? You all good? There's a bit of delay between me talking and you typing. So it's between me talking, you being able to see it and to respond. So I'll give you a moment to catch up. Okay. You're doing great, Kayla? Amazing? Awesome. So here's some other things we can do. We can always change the pen size. So if we made it 1, it's going to go really tiny. Watch. Be really thin circles. Really thin circles. If we make it, originally it was 8. If we make it 20, watch what happens when it's 20. They're really going to be really thick.
I kind of like the thick ones.
Aylin, you're working on this too? Cool. My son, he's in 1st grade, by the way. He says he really likes the thicker circles. We could also make it go faster. Like I said, if we make it go 15, watch how fast it goes. Oh, it's kind of slow on an iPad. It doesn't really feel that much faster. Let's make it go 105.
105? What?
Yeah, so Like I said, if you make the numbers bigger, it doesn't really make much of a difference once you get past 10. If we do 1, watch how slow it goes when it's just 1. Oh, so slow. This is like the speed an actual turtle moves. Oh.
No, one day my mom and me went to the cemetery and we saw a baby turtle.
You saw a baby turtle?
Yeah.
Was it drawing circles in the street and the lake?
No, it just was doing this.
It's testing on its fingers and toes? Cool. Indentation error. Oh, Oscar, you're getting complicated. That means your indents don't line up, Oscar. That's well past what my students in this class are in. Everyone, Oscar's from another one of my classes. He's following along. But let me show you how you get an indentation error. Indentation is if you add a space in there. So do you see how I have an extra space? That's not good. Our turtle is not going to be happy with that. Bad input line 9. So you just have to look at the spaces, Oscar, or anyone else working on this at home. In Python, for now, we want all of our we can't have any spaces in front of our lines. You can have an empty line. You can have as many empty lines as you want. You can have lots of empty lines if you want, but oops, let me speed this turtle back up. So you can have lots of empty lines. Empty lines are okay, but extra spaces are usually not okay. Sometimes you can put extra spaces in, like I could put an extra space in here, and that'll be okay. But normally you wouldn't do that when you're programming. Some people would, but normally you wouldn't. So if you make this and you want to just play around, you can always play around. You could try changing the numbers and making it look different if you want. Turtle left 22. Maybe you want to make, oh, here's something we can do. It is kind of frustrating for students doing this on an iPad at home. I can understand any frustration you might have because I know what I'm doing, and it's kind of annoying doing this on an iPad. I can't join right now, unfortunately, Oscar, but I can join maybe later. Let's see here. Oh, we're going to, let me show you. So you can also change the pen size after you draw. Turtle.pen size. Let's do 5. Turtle.pen size 10. Turtle.pen size. Oops, got a lot of typos there. Turtle.pen size. Let's do 15. And turtle.pen size 20. So let's see how that changes the way it looks. Let's make the first pen size 1. So if our pen size gets bigger and bigger and bigger, there you go. Okay, so that's all we've got for today. Give it a go at home. Everyone in chat sounds like you're doing okay. Oscar, I have another class shortly after this, so I'm not going to be able to look at your thing. But if you share your REPL with me, I'll look at it a little later today. So if you invite me to it, I can take a look at it. Everyone who's following PS 971, give it a shot. I can see your code once you've done it. And I'd love to see if you make your own designs or you try playing around with it. So you don't have to make my design. Once you've got the code, try just adding some circles, adding some different widths, adding some different colors. Oh, Kayla, cool. You made a flower. Let me see if I can bring that up. Let me bring that up, Kayla. Dun, dun, dun. Give me a moment. Let's see. That's weird, Kayla. I don't see yours in the list. Yeah, Oscar, you did also make a flower in lesson 2. Let me just check here, Kayla. Maybe you accidentally started on another one. Let me take a look here. What is it? It looks like a pizza. You know that says pizza pizza.
Oh, what that hooping
It says
for?
pizza, hoagie steaks, pizza by the slice, and it says Italian ices.
Yeah.
I think I got that from a Ninja Turtle Lego set.
Oh, you know like the thing, like the things has like the outside. They show you what they have outside in the menu.
Yes, that's what that is.
Mhm.
Oh, the little menu stand.
Yeah.
I'm getting a very weird call right now. The number says V. It starts with a V. Well, how can a number start with a V? All right. So here's Aylin's. They made a nice little yellow flower here. It's kind of hard to see on the screen.
I can't really see.
Well, yeah, the screen, it's a very bright yellow. Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, students, I've got another class coming up, so give it a shot at home. I'm going to post to your Flipgrid and you can check in with me there if you have any questions or you want to show anything off or ask anything. I'm going to follow up on Flipgrid. Great job, everyone who's following along live. Can't wait to see what everyone does who's following it afterwards. You want to show them one more time, your pizza sign? You show that camera. You can look up there, Elo. All right.
It's cool. I do this piece.
Oh, you used a side piece. Cool. All right, let's say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have fun.